Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dr. Guyton. I call myself the Genuine Scholar. Why? Because everything I do, I try to do it from the heart. I want to welcome you to another episode of I Won't Settle TV. This is going to be a pretty quick video. I have some things I need to do, but today is the day that they are deliberating. The jury is deliberating about George Zimmerman's fate. And, having discussions with tons of people about this case. Some people feel he's going to walk. Some people feel he's going to be guilty. But the question is, what if he walks? A lot of people are thinking, like, what if he walks? He's not held accountable for what people feel, was an injustice. And I asked myself that question. And the truth is, what if he walks? If he walks, nothing's gonna really change, or life goes on. Let me say it that way, because and the reason I'm making this video is to say that we tend to be reactive people and not proactive people, and we want to wait till a big case comes up, and we want to be advocates whenever the big case come up, and we can post on Facebook about it with everybody else. But then again, whenever those cases are not there, nobody's doing anything to be advocates. And so I say that nothing's gonna happen. It's the fact that most people are not gonna do anything as a result of whatever the verdict may be, and regardless of if he's guilty or not, the injustices are still there, and there's still room, plenty of room for people to be advocates out here, people to write their senators, people to go to their capitals and protest. And I'm not saying you have to necessarily protest, but do something about the injustices that are out here, because we just wait to that time that we can be on Twitter and Facebook and make crazy comments about things and try to get likes and retweets and all that stuff, and all that sounds good in theory, but the reality is that if we're going to have change in this world, it's going to start with us doing things proactively. We have to start foreseeing some of the issues that are going on. And, a lot of people criticize, Al Sharpton. And there are some things he have done over the past that I don't agree with. But one thing I will say is he's always keeping the fire burning, because people want to believe that, racial profiling is not out there. People want to believe that racism doesn't exist anymore. And people like Al Sharpton, they make sure that people understand that it's not gone. And then it takes a case like this, that's in the national media, to reveal these things when we know every day that it's happening. And so what I say at this point is that we need to use this case as a learning tool. We need to use it as a catalyst to become advocates for all the people who are oppressed. It's not just race. And I know, people, a lot of times we want to make things black and white, but it's not just black and white. There are tons of groups who are oppressed. And we just need to start being a voice without it having to be a big case. And, at the end of the day, if you feel that George Zimmerman is guilty, definitely I do. And I feel like, he will get what he needs to get, regardless of if he's held guilty or not. And I'm not talking about somebody hurting him. I'm not talking about that. But I do believe in karma. I do believe that when you do something is going to happen as a result, either good or bad, depending on if you did a good deed or a bad deed. And so at the end of the day, I feel like, he would get what he deserves. And even if that's him not being able to sleep at night, but I encourage you to be an advocate. Be an advocate for people who are oppressed. That's, my philosophy is that that's what we're on this earth for. I know a lot of people make life about themselves, but we don't live life for ourselves. People who get rich, you don't get rich by yourself. Somebody helped you along the way. And so I think it's our job to advocate for people. And even for just people who are at a certain point in life, somebody years ago did something to help create the grounds for you to be able to get to where you are. And so this is just inspiration to say, be fighters, be advocates, even if it's just making a Facebook video about social justice or something like that. So God bless y'all, and have a wonderful day.